Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm gonna just kind of jump right into it. No matter what scenario you're in, no matter what, it's gonna go one or two ways based on one thing: your heart. Are you willing to defend yourself? If you got money, you can pretty much run the penitentiary. If your money's long enough, you can buy and have whatever you want, whoever you want at your beck and call. There's crash outs. There's whatever you want. Or you could have money and pay for your stay. What that means is you're getting extorted, whether it be friendly, aggressively, whatever the case may be. Most dudes that all dudes that get extorted for one reason. They're afraid to fight. You might be in a situation where you can't win. You might be in a situation where you're going to get jumped and you know you can't win. It's what you do in them situations that's going to determine how the rest of your bit goes. Early on is the most important because first impressions are everything. And if your first impression is turning down a fight, trying to talk your way out of a fight, you know, whatever the case, giving away commissary, dudes, because dudes will come up and try you. Dudes will come up and ask you for a soup, and they got a whole locker box full of soups. But they just want to see what type of dude you are. Typically, this is how it goes. Your first commissary at your real prison, unless you've already established yourself by the time you shopped, which means you done put your hands on somebody, or you're gang affiliated and you got people in there who got your back. Other than that, when your first time when you go to commissary, when you get back, you're gonna have 20 motherfuckers try to hit you up in the first 20 minutes, half hour. Hey, bro, can I get a shot of coffee? Can I get a shot of Kool-Aid? Hey, can I bum a soup? Let me get a handful of chips. Can I get a Debbie honey bun? Right? And half of them dudes need it. Half of them dudes really ain't got it. And then the other half of them dudes just want to see if you're sweet or not. And when you start to tell them motherfuckers no and standing on your shit, then that's when the next wave will come. You know what I'm saying? That's when a motherfucker will come and throw their net bag in yourself and tell you to fill it up. It elevates. First, they want to see if you're just, a lot of dudes, especially white dudes, they come in the joint and shit and think being polite or being respectful or being friendly is going to get you through. And it actually is the opposite. It plays against you. So here's what I mean. For example, let's say your first day, your first week in the penitentiary, whatever. You ain't even been to the store yet. Let's just say you know somebody in there and he gave you a bag of coffee, right? That you had to go to his cell to get that bag of coffee. Other people in the block don't know you know this dude. All they know is you're a new guy. He's been here. And they see you walking away from his cell with a bag of coffee. Most people are going to assume you borrowed that. Right? And then now the vultures are out. They see you got a bag of coffee. And it might be the third or fourth day into the week. You know, the middle of the week comes, the fifth, sixth day of the week comes, and the people who ain't balling, that's when they start hurting the most. That's when all the little shit they did have starts running out, and they'll hit you up. Hey, bro, can I get a shot of coffee? You one motherfucker, you walk away from a cell with one bag of coffee, bro, and you'll have 15 people hit you for a shot of coffee. That's how it starts, right? But then you give them the shot. Let's say you give them the shot. They're not walking away. Some might. I'm not saying this applies to everybody, but the majority, they're not walking away saying, "Oh, Joe Schmo's a good dude, bro. He looked out for me. He did me a favor." That's not what they're thinking. They're thinking, "Yeah, dude's a lick. Dude's sweet, soft as fuck. You can just get whatever you want from this motherfucker." And that's how it goes. And then as soon as you say no, then the aggression turns up. Now they want to test your heart. Now they want to see where your heart's at. And that's where most people fail. The best way to navigate you should never go into anywhere looking for trouble, but it's common sense to expect it when you're going to prison. The value system is different. Being a good dude in prison means you're violent. You're a convict. You live by the convict code and everything it entails. It's almost like your morals are flipped in total reverse. Anger and hostility and violence are the only understandable emotion. Respect is a must. There's a code that you have. There's a convict code that transcends race, affiliation, where you're from. It is what it is, and it ain't gonna be any different. The majority rule. And so if you think, first of all, this is one thing that drives me crazy. I can't stand them guys who will be out here getting high every day, ripping and running the streets, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And then they get to the penitentiary and want to go to church and program, and they ain't about that criminal shit. You know, want to be a do-gooder in jail. I can't stand that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to church. I'm not saying, I believe in God and all that, the whole 9 yards. That's not what I'm saying, though. All I'm saying is you picked a hell of a time, and it's never too late to give yourself to God. But when you're throwing rocks at the penitentiary and you're choosing that kind of lifestyle, and then you finally make it to the dance, don't change up now, because that's going to get you fucked over. And trust me, them other guys, they don't give a fuck about you or your relationship with God. Or them young dudes that'll come in and somebody will bully them. You know, I used to have to wait in the phone line. We didn't have tablets. Them just came out right before I came home. But whatever the case may be, get bullied out of a line, get bullied out of next on the basketball court, get bullied out of next wherever, or get cut, line cut or whatever the situation. And then they try to say something, and then the other dude, well, what's up, bitch? What you want? What's up? You want to fight? Oh no, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. It absolutely is now. You've been called a bitch, you've been disrespected, and it's been done in front of everybody. And then when you ask them, bro, why you let dude talk to you like that? Why you duck that fade or whatever? Oh, I don't want to fuck up my early release. It's like, I hope none of you ever go to the penitentiary. I kind of made this video. I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of questions regarding the penitentiary. How, from people who either got a child that's on their way to the joint, a friend, somebody, or themselves. And I just, you know, it, you know, when I live by one set of rules, man. If you do the crime, you do the time. And I'm not going to cry about it once I'm there. These are the chances that I was taking. This is the risk that I took. And the rules are simple. Self-preservation by any means. That's the most important thing. Come home to your family. Or come home, come home the same way you went in. And better. You want to improve yourself, but I mean physically. Don't let nobody take nothing from you that you can't get back and that ain't theirs. Don't let nobody cross a line. You're going to be in situations where it's a no-win situation. But know this, it's only going to last for a couple minutes, if that. It'll be over with before you know it, and your adrenaline will protect you. It usually don't take more than one or two good scraps. Whether you win or lose, you pour your heart out, motherfuckers are gonna know. You bite down and you give it everything you got. People are gonna know. And you're not gonna be the one they're looking at. Like I've said in many videos, man, most people who look to victimize somebody are looking for an easy lick. They don't want to fuck up their bit neither. They don't want to go to the hole over this shit. Most of them don't. So they tend to avoid the guys who stand up for themselves. You know what I mean? Now there's other shit that goes along with just standing up for yourself. You got to be a stand-up individual too. Stay out of the police's face. No snitching, obviously. But just do you. Don't worry about nobody else. And don't let nobody else do your bit for you. Don't let nobody else dictate how you do your bit. The goal is to come home complete and whole and to try to improve up top. Hopefully by the time your bit's over, it will have sunk in that this ain't the life you want to live. It took me longer than it should have. And, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm wanting for y'all. That's unfortunately on their way to being in that situation. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing my uncle told me. Swing first and ask questions later. If you're in a situation where your conscience, your stomach, your heart is telling you, you might not even be understanding what's going on, but you just feel something ain't right, rear back and hit that motherfucker as hard as you could possibly hit him and deal with the consequences. Will you go to the hole? Probably. But you might knock his ass out. You might surprise yourself. You might catch an ass whooping, but you've laid the foundation for the rest of your bit. I'm not to be fucked with. I'm not gonna take no shit. And that's the best way I can tell y'all how to navigate that. Again, if you got money, your bit could be super hard or super easy. It could be the best bit in your life if you got heart, if you're willing to stand up for yourself. Your time could go great, or it could turn into a nightmare. So I'm going to let y'all go with this one. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was insightful, and I hope y'all liked it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share the video, y'all. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely, y'all. And I appreciate the love. Until next time, it's the Hoodie Man. I'm out, y'all.